Okay. There we go, everybody. So sorry about that. We were having some technical difficulties. But without further ado, we're going to get back to Bioshock 2. And I'm going to be doing this without Vita chambers. Oh, item shimmer on. There we go. And hard. Put a lot of shooters. I've been waiting to do this game for a little bit, because I'm pretty much just going to do the whole series. I want to say that Bioshock, the series as a whole, has not really made a bad game. To be honest, my favorite is Infinite. Beneath the Atlantic Ocean, 1958.
Look, Daddy, it's you. Let's go out to play, Daddy.
The Alpha Series Big Daddy. It always made me wonder how the drill functions for him, just for the fact is that the bouncers, they have it implanted as their right arm. It's very creepy how there's dead bodies still all over Rapture.
More angels, Daddy. This way.
One thing I do always find interesting is this is Rapture pre-fall. So I find it kind of fascinating. And I also find it interesting that people are scared of it.
Get the attic! Come with us, little girl.
Of course, and...
You want some, big guy?
That's literally, literally 2 tons landing on his sternum.
Here they are!
Really got with a fucking drill for an arm. And he's hesitant,
There we are. He's perfectly safe now. This is not your daughter. Do you understand? Her name is Elanor, and she is mine. Now, kneel, please.
I find it interesting that she controls him and not
your helmet.
the other guy, the person who threw the plasmid. Fun fact about the Alpha series is that they are the only Big Daddies that could actually
place it against your
take
head.
off their helmets. I like how you actually see him trying to fight.
Fire.
I love how the barnacles appear. Ten years later. I always put subtitles on too. Oof. Man, that must have been one hell of a party. I always liked, there are a handful of games that do, sister. She is. There's a handful of games that do ruined beauty really well. Or like you look at an area and you often wonder what it was like before the fall. Like Gears of War kind of, at least for me, popularized that type of art. What the hell? Of course, Lamb is watching. I always enjoyed the, just walking into an area and thinking, like, oh man, what did it look like? What did this look like before? Or when it was in its heyday. That's one thing I did like about, Infinite, that I will say, is that in a lot of areas in Colombia, it's like, I would call it, I guess, civilized, for lack of a better word, where you can actually, walk around and listen to people. It's not in full, civil war.
You are under the ocean now. If you feel the soft patter of rain on your hat, you're already fired. Lesson 2. You can jumpstart a dead generator with a direct spark, but clear the guts out of the pool first. Scares these rich pricks to watch a working stiff hurling thunderbolts. You follow me?
God damn. Oh.
My husband is such a perfect idiot. Throws away all his spending money on gene tonics to affect a look of physical fitness. So he'll have an excuse to sit on his rear all day listening to radio serials. Steven, I tell him, you want to be fit? Come swim laps with me, the old-fashioned way. It's your mind that's atrophying. Maybe I'll start sneaking some brain boost into his daily regimen.
It's like people. Lamb is watching. Jesus Christ. I always found it weird that there were Eve dispensers.
Father.
Elanor. I never understood people who could inject. Never understood. Yep, rewriting your genetic code, it does not ever feels good.
Daddy was sleeping for such a long time, and Elanor has missed you. Find her and you'll be all better.
Oh,
Daddy!
yeah, I always liked the way the Big Daddies were created. Oh, God, she is fried. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna farm those. I always like farming the Eve dispensers. Also, I find that in this game you get way more fucking money than you will ever know what to do with.
Oh Lord, so long.
There you go. And down he goes.
Take it all.
There we go. Cannonball! Ow, that actually hurt.
At last, a signal. You, who are bringing this dead city to life, listen. My name, it is Tannenbaum. I know who you are, and I am in much need of your help. Please, find me in the Atlantic Express train station.
Too much.
To my daughter, Elanor. Soon you will be born, and Rapture will be your home. You shall be raised as I was, to advance the common good through social psychiatry. This city's potential is immeasurable, Eleanor. Yet our beliefs are unwelcome here. Life will be difficult, but the price of revolution is always dear. If we are patient with her, Rapture will come to us. This is Dr. Sophia Lamb with a message for the people. I am back in Rapture after so many years. The little ones I rescued are grown up and think of me no more. After what I once did to them, it was a joy to be forgotten. But now, all around the world, children vanish by the sea, kidnapped. And so I return, in fear of what I already know. Someone is making new little ones, continuing my work, my sins.
Rivet gun.
Even if I am to die for it, I must stop them.
Yeah, there was actually a prequel game that was on 2K's website, if I remember correctly, and followed,
Barely made it down alive.
Followed
But here it
Mark
is.
Meltzer.
And it's real. Rapture. This is where that thing.
Full disclosure, I have played this game
Poor
before. I
baby
played it
girl.
when it first came out. I've beaten it,
From what I saw in
3
the
or 4
sub,
times.
most of the city's in ruins.
I'm not gonna spoil it,
We're
like,
alive.
somebody, if this is somebody's first time watching. I'm
Shapes.
not gonna spoil anything, so don't worry.
I'm
But
rambling,
I
scared,
will
I
say
guess.
that his fate is very grim, though.
But maybe, if I find this Dr. Lamb I keep hearing over the PA, I'll find Cindy too.
Oh god, running a, oh, that would be really freaking cool. Sorry, I'm a tabletop RPG nut, so I was just thinking, like, oh my god, running a Bioshock game. Role-playing game, that'd be fun as hell. Oh,
Big
crap.
sister doesn't want you playing with me.
Big sister. Oh, crap. Alright, looks like we're doing this. Oh! Sister hits hard. Oh, and she can use plasma. It's lovely. Damn it. Oh, yeah. Evolution in a bottle. And
Diane insisted that we spend a weekend at the Adonis. And already I find myself seeking a respite from my vacation. She deems it necessary to chide me for working. The words dissolve into an endless animal bleat. I founded Rapture to be free of law and God, to live among those for whom work is our wage. Yet, when Diane speaks of burying my child, I am given pause. Till now I had never considered my legacy. Perhaps after the new year.
Yeah. Unfortunately, without law or God, you know, things can easily devolve into chaos. Who knew? That just telling people to be good people, you know, would have the opposite effect when there's no oversight. We will be reborn in the cold womb of the ocean. Jesus, Daddy, fucking Christ! Oh, I can only imagine what it's like getting hit by a wall like that. I mean, the pressure, like if he was out of this suit, the pressure would kill him before anything else. Yeah, Roanoke Gaming does a great unpackaging
In that
of the
suit,
Big
even the
Daddy,
ocean cannot harm you.
of
This
like
is
their
good.
physiology and stuff.
But
like that.
rapture is the death of many great men. Alone, you will not last long. You can still reach the train station. Find me there.
All right, diary. Last entry. Lizzie and I, we found a sphere, and we're going
The
home.
new Big Daddy, the
Ain't that right,
Rumbler.
baby? Next stop, topside.
Oh, I love you. It was you who saved us, Sammy. It was you, Button. What was that? What's that sound?
She's seen us. It's Lamb. Torpedo! Ah, torpedo! Ah!
Nobody gets away from Sophia Lamb that easily, unfortunately. Got another E-type bone. Always useful. Yeah, Bioshock did what every great game sequel is supposed to do. It took everything that the first game did and expanded it. Sure. Welcome to Rapture, your beautiful city. Ah, yeah, the big sisters. Unfortunately, they're not weighed down like I am. Yeah, I honestly don't know how I'm gonna structure these. What is it like for the YouTube channel? Just for the fact that because like before I would do it like that. I would say Bioshock 1 was easier to structure just for the fact that I could do it area by area.
You arrive, as the little one said you would. Come upstairs to the ticket booth, and I will offer what I know of you.
And I back up all the... Come on, come on! I'm gonna keep having fun!
Now most who survive are like this. Splicers. They're drug addicts. Vicious animals.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. Remote hack tool. Alright, yeah, this kind of revolutionized, well, I wouldn't say revolutionized, but it definitely did up the ante when it comes to hacking. Yeah, getting the blue bonus upgrades the damage. And now I have a friend. The Atlantic Express. Oh, that's safe.
Fix your face, baby!
And gives you a bonus first aid kit.
I'm told that the people grow tense and isolated in the absence of the sun. Now they clamor for a psychiatrist. Is the state censor, I wonder? Wartime seizure of private assets? Or the Cheka police? Vanishing them in the night?
This is Dr. Sophia Lamb.
This Lamb
Rapture Ryan
is said to be
dead,
the foremost
but the
practitioner
tyrant
in
dwells
the
within us all.
field.
Remember,
Fine.
we reject the gene.
If she
We
can
reject
quiet the
it
rattling of
ourselves.
the great chain's
We
weakest
reject
links,
the tyrant.
I will leave her to it.
Okay, since I know I'm not coming back here. There we go. Because when you break a first aid machine, it gives you a med kit. The end of Ryan is the end of the self.
I know you. That symbol on your hand marks you a dead man. 10 years, Subject Delta, since I watched you put a gun to your head and pull the trigger. But take heart. Out of your pain, paradise was born.
Oh, this is paradise.
I don't know how you survived,
Apparently I
but
missed
your
the fucking
suffering
memo.
is over now. These men will ease your burden. Please understand that like all I have done, this is an act of love. It is Sophia Lamb. She has found you.
Oh, shit!
Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why I'm not fighting back, and that is because this is a scripted gun. Remember when I first did this, because I hadn't played it in so long, and I did it without, without Vita Chambers? I kept healing myself, because when your health is reduced to, like, 0,
Now
like, that's
you
when
know
you
of the
fall
enemy
through.
we share.
Oh, it's a little bit
Sophia Lamb. The camera in your helmet allows me to watch through your eyes and help you to fight her.
It's fascinating.
Careful. Security cameras belong to Lamb.
There we go. Longer from
If you are clever, they can be made to serve you.
You mean if I hack them? Just please say that. Ow! Yeah, this one really upped the combat too. Being able to use plasmiting gun with the same, simultaneously. So much more fucking efficient. Not to mention, it's also very nice being able to like drill a Big Daddy or drill like a splicer while constantly electro bolting them.
Father, it's me, Elanor. I know you're awake in there. I can feel it. Mother won't be able to toy with you like that ever again. This plasmid is for you. If I'm right, you can use it now. Please, find me.
I like how it shows her running away when she's in my mind. To me, that's just kind of strange. Ooh, telekinesis. Pick up big stuff with your mind. Throw it at your enemies. What else do you need to know?
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Alright. Press and hold LT to grab objects with telekinesis. Release and throw them. Okay, pretty simple. I do like to pick it up. It's basically free, but to throw it is fairly expensive. Or I wouldn't say.
Just topside now, eyeballing with all the can girls. And if anybody gets lippy, pal, he's got the bomb.
Nuts. Saved a whole kindergarten full of cutesy little brats. And went a happy ever after. You pansy. End of story.
He's not gonna have his sport when he's done. He's gone now, and Doc Lamb's been used.
Yeah, they're talking about Jack. There we go. honestly, the only thing that I don't like about tossing the explosive stuff is just the fact that if the splicers are decent with their accuracy, it's gonna go off. Trust me, there's been a handful of times where it's backfired for me. Not many, but enough to me to, think twice about using it. That's great. That's great. Pop up cola.
White is not black, Dr. Lamb. Down is not up, and straw is not gold. Look around. Rapture is no miracle. It is a product of reason. Impossible unless 1 and 1 are 2, and A equates to A.
And yet, alone, each man is a prisoner to bias, dream, delusion, or the pain of a phantom limb. To one man, they are as real as rain. Reality is consensus, and the people are losing faith. Take a walk, Andrew. It is raining in Rapture, and you have simply chosen not to notice.
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic...
Sophia Lamb is using the splicers against you. Most Big Daddies are like her slaves, guarding the little ones. But someone has awakened you.
I know of your bond with Elanor Delta. To save yourself, you will come for her. But Elanor has a destiny, one you cannot share. There is no place for you in paradise.
Yeah, because if this is paradise, I don't really want to be a part of it.
These people are hooked on some kind of genetic wonder drug called Adam. I've read the word splicer scribbled on walls like a warning. One of them cornered me and Christ, his face. I had a gun, but I choked. And then out of nowhere, we both heard this singing. And he took off like hell on wheels. It sounded like a kid. A little girl. Cindy's alive. I know it in my gut.
Oh, shit.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression.
Quickly! Head for the elevator!
Last time I almost died too, because I got cornered by a couple. I couldn't get out because they do kind of swarm.
Now, here is what the children tell me. You are a very old Big Daddy, bonded for life to a single little one. When you are apart for too long, your body begins to shut down like a coma. As long as the girl is in Rapture, you are trapped here as well. The name of your little one is Elanor Lamb, daughter of Sophia. She is kept at Fontaine Futuristics on the other side of the city. You must go there and save her before it is too late.
That's one thing I did really enjoy about this Bioshock is the fact that you got to see different parts of the city. to see a different part of the city, and I do like you get to see kind of the evolution of special ammo bathyspheres, because they used to have like bus for like they used to have like a train system, which the Atlantic Express was. But, like at least before they invented bathyspheres, which are just like basically like personalized taxes that you can take. Before I think Ryan had it that only his genetic signature like could unlock them.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for the role of evolution. Depression, fits of panic, sexual pathos, all responses to ancient selection pressure. The irony is that this theory is why Ryan's people invited me here. They mistake my study of natural law for the worship of competition. Remember, Elanor, one must know the beast before it can be slain.
Yeah. The progress.
Dr. Su Chong's death was a nasty blow to the Protector program.
Was
but
deserved,
I'm
though.
gradually settling into his role, picking up the slack that his carelessness left behind. We are gaining steam again, but I'm not satisfied. Yes, the Big Daddy defends the girl, but he is programmed only for the fight. Like a sheepdog who wanders off unless a wolf is tearing at his flock. When no aggressor is present, he regards his little sister as he might a common houseplant. We need something more, something stronger, an unbreakable physiological bond.
Hey, Tenenbaum, long time no see.
This is why I must fight Sophia Lamb. She is using the new little ones for something. And I have returned to rescue them. If I do not, more children will die for my sins. And the Rapture nightmare will repeat forever. Now, we must talk.
Citizens of Rapture, this is Subject Delta. Behind that mask hides an enemy of the people, without soul or sympathy. It is a beast apart, and as family, we must tear out its jaw and drive it back into the sea.
Of course.
Lamb will take this place apart to find you. Please hold back the splicers until we escape.
Thank you. Now I must leave you, and I am sorry for this. But there are others I must help before the city drowns. This man Sinclair, he is an ally, and will guide you to Elanor. Goodbye, Herr Delta. And good luck.
Yeah, the other person that needs help is,
Well, look at you. A bona fide knight in armor, complete with iron
ties
horse.
into the DLC.
The name's Augustus Sinclair Sport, Esquire. Old Tenenbaum and I share an interest in the old Fontaine building, the very same place you'll find Elanor Lamb. I think you and I can do business. Take the train to Ryan Amusements. I'll see you shortly.
Man, you gotta love Sinclair. He's such a chill guy.
Dr. Su Chong's death was a nasty...
Sophia Lamb has taken the Rapture and is responsible for stealing children from the surface. Her splicers destroyed my submersible and forced me to run. But the ticket booth here is secure, and though I cannot trust him, Sinclair is a valuable ally.
Yeah.
I have already rescued a few of the new little ones from Lamb. They all want to know how we will get home. I wish I had the right words for them.
Yeah. Ryan Amusements. Hacking does not pause the game. Keep moving your seat cover while you hack. Ryan Amusements. I already know pretty much like this whole playthrough. I'm probably gonna get copy struck for almost all the videos, so I'm kind of like, eh.
Whoa there! Now better apply the brakes unless you're aiming to dash yourself against that glacier up ahead. As you can see, Chief, the station here's iced over. To reach Elanor Lamb at Fontaine headquarters, we'll have to clear the way. Now, in order to melt that ice, you'll need a plasmid like a handful of hellfire. We used to sell a fine old product called Incinerate in the amusement park up yonder. Go on and find a way in. I've already been on all the rides.
We are but stones to pave the way. Oh, wait a minute, no. Already.
Elanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass.
You're a rare old model, son. Alpha series, I believe. Now, Rapture's full of scientific wonderments just like you. And if we can sell them to the world at my price, well, curing your condition ought to be a cakewalk. Once we find Elanor, the sky's the limit.
Ah, power to the people. Let's do rivet gun damage. Range is going to be a very important thing in this game. As much as I love the drill, I believe the next area, or the next level, is when I get a nice little upgrade for the drill.
Elanor is progressing brilliantly. My physical participation in her birth was
sorry to listen to this again,
minimized, of course. It is vital that I am unhindered by nature's crude bias. I will be, above all, her intellectual progenitor, loyal not to her, but to the people she will ultimately save. But I admit, it is with some measure of pride that I review her marks in standard intelligence tests. As an agent of our beliefs, she may surpass even me.
A nice little ticket.
Jam dandy. That'll get you in the park. But buying Incinerate's gonna cost Adam. It's a sort of genetic goo that lets you rewrite whatever God gave you. The little sisters carry the stuff, as you may recall, so you'll need to locate one. I heard whispering near the El Dorado Lounge. Have a look.
Security inventory. How do you get to it? Because it's all glass.
Listen up! Choppers! Get yourselves hid! No fuck-ups this time! Daddy's home! Take aim! Fire!
You're gonna shoot me, or you're just gonna stand there? And let's machine gun. There we go.
Welcome to Ryan Amusements. Insert your ticket now. Half price for children under 3.
I am Andrew Ryan. Welcome to
Sports Boost. And gene tonics are passive. In today's dangerous times, it never hurts to be a little faster. Remember, you don't have to outrun the crazed splicer, just your neighbor.
Ryan Amusements. Please, enjoy the park.
Yeah, just basically just speeds you up a little bit. But movement's extremely important in this game, so... Yeah, he definitely spared no expense in the temple to himself.
That pile of junk! You broke it, didn't you, Edna? Everything you touch turns to shit!
Me? You're mean, Roger. It was probably your clumsy, fat hands that loused it up.
Typical broad. Stay away from things you don't know nothing about.
I'm just gonna let that handle itself.
I'm better than this. Non-believer, you defile the lamb!
Alright.
Seems like everybody's on the go these days. Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up? Evolve today.
50 caliber rounds.
Welcome to the circus of value, Welcome to the circus of value.
Let's see. Gotta head to the El Dorado. The Great Chain. The El Dorado Lounge.
Come on. Where is my dog?
That's sad.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Well, she smuggles off an audio
In
drive.
ethical psychiatry,
Ooh.
we must
Drill
account
power. For your combat up close and personal with drill power, your
Elanor
drill attacks
Lamb
do more
speaking.
damage.
Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog eat dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins.
As a little sister, if I had to get the Atom, you must deal with her Big Daddy first. He will not attack until you do, but be prepared for a difficult fight. There we go. Extra damage I'm gonna need. Oh, nope, don't need it. Wait a minute. Is there a security camera around here?
Now that Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Yeah, I figured. Alright, well, let's... First things first. Ow, dick.
Take a breath, son. You did it. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
Oh, crap. Oh, thank God.
Daddy, you always save me from monsters.
Hey, kiddo. Come on, let's go for a walk.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
You have adopted a new little sister. Press and hold X to ask her to lead you to an atom-filled corpse.
I found one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things? I've got to find her now.
She's got a juicy one, but when she starts draining out the atom, the splicers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
We found it.
That is a child of the family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Of course.
Here they come.
Your
Keep the
sister will get
splicers
Adam
off her now
for
till
you,
she's
but it takes
finished,
time to
or
check
they'll
splicers.
never give up the hunt.
Keep the splicers away from you so that you can complete her task. Oh crap. Yeah, that's the only problem I have with the drill is that fucking goes through gas like a fucking pump. Alright, kiddo, come on.
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hit the rides. Hang on.
I found one of those children at last.
Sorry.
Filthy dress,
Sorry,
all
everybody.
alone.
Re-listening to some
I
audio
approached
logs.
her, praying that it was my little girl.
Figured you guys would want to hear the
But she was
full
gorging
story.
herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but could Cindy have become one of those things? I've got to find her now more than ever.
Oh crap. Alright, I better save it because last time... Unfortunately, last time I, the game crashed and I lost a bunch of progress.
Me, of all people!
Ooh. heavy rivet. Great for Big Daddies.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, in 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
1959.
This was some
Yeah, I need another E-pipe.
It's this way.
On the surface, the farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for a home and lands of his own. But the parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are a state. We are gone. We demand our share.
Oh, sweet. This takes me back to the beginning. Always useful.
I put sheets, a hot plate, walls painted mostly, mattress with real springs. She'll love it. Jump.
Here's the angel.
Okay.
I do not hate you, Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other sentient creature. But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
Baby doll. Come back and put some garbage on. Yes, I love you.
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
Bam!
On the surface, the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea and naturally begins to rise above. An artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasites
Bam! missed like a bunch of audio logs around here.
Now, Tannenbaum would have you turn that sister human again. You'll get just enough Adam for our purposes, and the girls will likely try to repay you somehow. But Rapture's a high-stakes town, son, and she is a jackpot. You just have to be willing to take it all. You'll harvest more Adam than the price of one plasmid, so the rest is gravy. Think about it. Down here, it's your survival or hers.
Get a blue bonus while hacking for additional cash. Oh, thank God. Thank you. Sweet 5 heavy ribbons.
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this workshop, surrounded by those whaling brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns. They want it all. But I got a plan. Gotta fix up the transport sub that's been rusted in the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
Yeah. Bringing a little sister to an event allows you to choose whether to rescue or harvest her. If you harvest her, you get maximum Adam to spend on plasmids, but she will not survive the process. If you rescue her, you get less Adam, but the girl will be cured.
Hidey hole in there, Daddy. Oh.
Come here, kiddo. There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy being a kid again.
Well, our Tin Man had a heart all along. Personally, I call that a liability, but you have enough Adam now. Barely. Head to the Hall of the Future and splice up with Incinerate.
Old Tom Whiskey.
On the surface, your parents sought a private life, using their great talents to provide for you. They learned to twist the lies of church and government, believing themselves masters of the system. But the parasites said, no. The child has a duty. He will go to war and die for the nation.
Working for Sinclair.
I met with Sinclair today of Sinclair Solutions. It's this pseudo-legal firm he set up to take problems Ryan doesn't want to admit he has and make them go away. I could fill 40 front pages of the Tribune with stories about this fella if he wasn't paying me not to. And he's got work for me, right? I ask what, and he flashes me these $1,000 Steinman teeth saying this job will, quote, change history.
I also didn't know Steinman was a dentist as well. I thought he was a plastic surgeon. Okay, sweet, more cash. $33 for traffic. Ooh, and some automatic hack darts.
Gotta stash myself.
Yeah, let's try it out.
Third session today with this amazing limey shrink, Dr. Sophia Lamb. She said that all Ryan's horse shit about always looking out for number one is turning us little guys against each other. And what we need is unity, solidarity. Then, she held up a mirror. Turns out, I wear my hair and mustache just like Ryan. So today, I'm spreading the word about Lamb. And tonight, I'm shaving my whole stupid head.
God damn.
I know this facility is vital to the preservation of secrecy in Rapture. But seeing myself transformed into that lurching, waxen nightmare, do children truly respond to this? Still, I spoke to a young man exiting the park after the grand opening, asking him what, if anything, he had learned here. He said his chores didn't seem so bad anymore, as long as Mother wouldn't send him to the surface.
Hey, alright. God damn it. That's drill, baby, drill. Alright. Foreshadowing. 9 irony.
Ridiculous!
I honestly forgot about that achievement, I'm not gonna lie.
You dare?
Ooh, Booze Hound. Oh, awesome. Take full advantage of Rapture's distilleries and vintners. Drink to your health with Booze Hound.
All the...
Oh, God. Oof. Yeah, I think I overdid it a little bit. Dating tip.
I've got a little dating tip for you, Jimbo. It'll get you out of that lonely hearts club for good. This scheme works 100% of the time, guaranteed. First, find some Betty and take her to Ryan Amusements. Then, you'll go to the gift shop, buy her a teddy bear. This is key. I ain't kidding around. Then, you buy her a ticket on Journey to the Surface. As soon as you hit that first scare, bingo! Tunnel of love.
That's funny. Because one of the... okay, here we go. Access. No, I did not. Okay, so I probably haven't been here. There we go. Ooh, anti-personal rounds. That's also probably why the fight was a little bit harder than I remember. Anti-personal rounds are really good against splicers. Censorship Bureau. Yeah, a lot of people forget that in America we had an Office of Censorship. There we go. This enemy's already shocked. I could have sworn there was a way to get up to... like up above. I could have sworn... Sorry to waste your... well, I wouldn't say waste your guys' time, but I'm trying to get as many audio logs as I can. Because not only do I enjoy the lore, there is like a achievement for getting home. So. Truth is in the
Rapture
body.
is a paradise of the ego, Eleanor. Under Ryan, the voices of an entire city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say. In what shall we now believe? And Eleanor, it is our task to answer.
Yeah. Sad reality. Somebody's always gotta, you know, do the shit that nobody wants to do.
He's like an angel.
Yeah, screw it. What did I get this time? Oh, sweet, more rivets. Okay. Oh no, never mind. I thought this was like the second floor or something. Puppet workshop. Yeah, this is where I dealt with the little sister. Cream-filled cake. This is probably the only, or I wouldn't say...
Surrounded by them, and yet they can tell I'm their better. They know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the only, Bioshock game, but, well, I mean, only one that takes place in Rapture that getting extra nutrition is actually really beneficial, because in this one you find more items to, you know, eat and drink. That and Booze Hound. Booze Hound's fucking awesome. Especially in this one.
So, you would drain the people of their life's blood.
I gotta save quick, you'll see why in a minute.
Rapture is a body, Delta.
Oh.
I am the voice, and Big Sister is the hand. When Rapture speaks of you, it says only this. Sleep now. Your day is done.
We lost another of the Alpha Series protectors today in testing. Somewhere outside the city limits, he simply vanished. For these men, Rapture has no rules. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the Little Sisters. Something physical.
Light up enemies to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spread.
Possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that.
Ooh, evil.
Bonded pairs, connected by a love that kills.
Get more out of your first aid kits with Eve Link. This revolutionary new gene tonic causes your body to produce Eve whenever you use first aid kits. Eve Link. Always use.
Congratulations on your recent purchase of the incinerate plasmid. Say, Tom here is having a romantic evening with a gal.
Not anymore,
but this party just hit the skids. Carl needs a light for his cigar, and no one can help him.
Oh, sweet. Extra nutrition.
Flowing, many changes will be flowing. If you wanna be amazing, see the flowers we are raising.
Oh shit. Alright. Armored targets and tougher enemies. You may be the new top dog, but I'm the fucking original, bitch. Right. There we go. Bitch, unbreakable.
Holy Moses, son. Not even a big sister can keep you down. Well, come on back and melt the ice and we can say goodbye to this 2-bit carny ride.
Alright. That's one thing I do love about taking down the big sisters, though, is that you get a little bit more at them. Always useful. Alright. I'm actually gonna go with an Eve upgrade. More Eve equals more use of my plasmids. Alright, time to say goodbye to Ryan Amusements.
Death shall be no more. She promised. The lad promised. Death shall be no more.
Alright. Whoop, sorry. Gotta take my meds.
He's gone. James was the only man I ever loved. Now it's like he never even came to Rapture. He heard me sing at the limbo room, came up all bashful. He liked hearing songs about what it's really like to live in this town. I think he's been trying to organize folks against Ryan. And now he's gone. And I'm here, singing Rise, Rapture, Rise. Scared to death they're gonna come for me.
Outstanding, sport. You're proving to be quite a windfall. Now just open the train tunnel from the security booth there, and I'll come out and jump on.
Augustus Sinclair.
I like to look a man in the eye when I give him my word. You and me, kid, we're going places.
Sinclair's solution.
I had thought you some golem of Sinclair's, brought here to hold Rapture's arms while he rifles through her pockets. But no, you are aware of your plight. Who, I wonder, would be so cruel to force a mirror on a man with no face?
Lamb was waiting for us. Come out shooting and start the train.
Come on, it's gonna take more than a couple of splicers to stop me. Never send sheep to kill a wolf.
Andrew Ryan. He reckoned the free market was some kind of Holy Spirit gonna lead us all over the rainbow. And I reckon it's a big fat hooker too dim to spot a wooden sickle. So old Andy will be
I whittled nickels till I made a mint.
Yeah? You say anything about it? You say one thing about Augustus Sinclair is that he's a survivor. Okay, warning, you're about to leave this level. Make sure you've done everything you want here before proceeding past this point. Yeah, unfortunately, unlike the first game, I won't be able to return. Now, I didn't get all the audio logs. I know that for a fact, but that's alright.